Hey everybody, welcome back to Pine and Berry Homestead. Today is a super exciting day. We are going to work on getting the cattle panel trellises set up in between these first 3 raised beds. I actually have you guys positioned at the back of the garden. We do have the wood to build our other 2 raised beds, so maybe I'll put clips of that in this video. And we're also going to be setting up the Vigo garden bed at some point here soon. I have a shipment of compost coming later this week, and we're really just starting to gear up for the 2023 growing season. I'm also going to be planting out some more cool weather crops like spinach and lettuce, radish, rutabaga. I'm just doing like a succession planting of them so that the harvest isn't all coming at once, and instead it's coming over time, so we don't feel like we have to eat it all at one time. I haven't planted carrots yet because I really want to get the Vigo garden bed set up, and I'm gonna plant carrots in there because I think it's like 17 inches deep, so I felt like that would be a good space for carrots to grow. But I'm super excited for you to see this small transformation. So we have 3 16-foot by 4-foot cattle panels that we'll be putting up. They did go up in price for me when I bought them in 2020. They were like $25, and I think I spent $37 a piece on them, so they have gone up in price. I kind of wish I just took them from my old garden to bring them here, because I think I spent $12 more per cattle panel, and that's a little expensive. I wasn't expecting to spend that extra money, but as we all know, the prices of things have gone up quite a bit. So super excited, can't wait to show you at the end. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that we're going to be using 4-foot T-posts, and we're going to dig down a little bit on each side of the bed to bury the cattle panel, just a small amount, maybe a foot, and then we'll get them in position, put the T-posts in, and if we need to, we will use other wood that we find around the house, because I only got 4 T-posts and we have 6 sides that we need them for. So let's get started. Alright, so as you can see, that wasn't an easy feat. The ground is compacted. There was tons of rocks that we were running into, tons of roots. Took a little bit longer than we anticipated. Thank goodness for my husband, because he is like the master hole digger, I guess. Cheap labor. So we dug down about 1 to 1.5 foot deep, and now we're going to take the cattle panel and put them in the trenches that we dug. We're going to backfill with some of the soil, and we're going to use the T-post to kind of just anchor them into the ground so that they don't fly away with the wind when it gets windy here. So I'll probably only show you us doing this first trellis, because it's going to take us a little while to get to the next couple, but I'll show you the end result. We just realized that we actually dug the trenches a little too deep, because I want them to have height, just a little bit of height to them. So we're going to have to backfill them a little bit first, and then bring the cattle panels up, and then then we'll secure with the T-posts, and then we'll backfill the rest.
And
Okay, as you can see, the first cattle panel trellis is complete. We have backfilled, and we actually ended up using all 4 T-posts to secure.
And talk about my loading truck.
Oh, Abe wants to show you his truck loaded with all the rocks we just dug out. So they're secure. We backfilled and tamped down the soil. My husband actually has an idea for the other 2. Instead of using the 4-foot T-posts that I got, he's going to look at some other options that we might be able to use instead, because he wants to make sure it's very secure. But here's the first one, and it's going to be for our rattlesnake pole beans that are our favorite. Super exciting. Slowly but surely progress is being made. Happy to have gotten this first one done. We'll probably start working on the other 2, but I don't know how quickly we'll be able to get it done, because it just took so long to get the trenches dug and the rocks pulled out and so on and so forth. Hopefully it wouldn't be this difficult for you, but it was a little hard for us, but totally worth it. This trellis is going to last us for a long, long, long time. So I so appreciate you hanging out with us today. Have a good one.